tell them where I'm from. I'll make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums, West Side, East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London, to Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them lay back, slow down, better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down, what you represent when we come to your town. Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking Russia need a visit. I'ma run it to the limit, and me on my way to Venice. LA got the people saying la 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 la. Brooklyn saying la 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 la. Hacienda saying la 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 la. Vegas saying la 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 la. Rio saying la 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 la. Tokyo saying la 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 la. Down under saying la 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 la. Miami saying la 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 la. Jamaica. Every city, every state, every country you know.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity tonight, a battle royal between two powerhouses. This is the kind of marquee matchup that always seems to get the fans excited. Shaq, what are we in for tonight?
It's the Celtics in Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the 3 spot.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Again, Curry missing. Bradley, no one around him. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Bradley's got the first points up on the board here for Boston. It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Bradley can't get it to go. Barnes.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Boston again missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
They get it again. Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Thomas with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. And Thomas, here we go. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah. Big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
It's Bradley on the wing. Fires it up. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Bradley's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
That'll be a 5-second call. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that.
Right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors take on 2 more. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Sullinger with the ball. Bogut picks him up. A shot by Sullinger, wide open. And he gets it to go from the corner. Green. The full court prayer falls off target. Bradley kicks to Sullinger. Johnson, the pass to Sullinger. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Boston. Jerebko comes in for Bradley. Now here's Turner. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Now here's Barbosa after the miss from Evan Turner. And he gets it to go. Barbosa's got his first basket. 1:36 left in the first quarter. On the wing, Turner. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game, and he gets the bucket.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it. He's right waiting for him.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Draymond Green. And Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Now here's Turner. But they'll get another chance. The feed to Smart. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. A pull-up. And that one comes up a bit short.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys. But if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Now here's Smart after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Nice shot by Smart.
Marcus Smart.
Here is Livingston. To the inside and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Thomas is checked, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now the dish to Turner. Rush with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Hits the front of the rim and out. Right side, Thomas nails the 16-footer. Thomas got his second bucket tonight.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Bucks.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks busting his stock market.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the Splash Brothers are the guards. Green is out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Rush in at the 3. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Curry can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Turner. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. So he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by